came into power. 1 year after the outcome, you know what we've had to experience. But I'm not here to talk about the day. I'm not here to talk about the 1 year anniversary of the state government or 1 year anniversary of the current government as it concerns the presidency. Let's talk about honesty and morals. The possibility of honest and moral people becoming rich. Oh, someone reminded me. No, yo, today. I'm so sorry. Yo, what's up? How's your mind? How's your body? And how is your soul? How you doing today? What's popping? What's happening around you? How's the weather in your area? How's your pockets? How's your account balance? How's everything? How's your family, your significant other, your children, your parents? Okay, so today is the shortest day in the whole week on the sunny side. This is because by 1 o'clock, my job here is officially done. We'll have trending stories, and then we have a recorded program afterwards, and another recorded program running up until 2 o'clock. And then Chama Ezenwafa would be here on Talking Figures. I'll still be very much around, however, not on air. Thought to add that. So let's begin the conversation very quickly, as we have barely 30 minutes for it, that is. You see, I used to think that people were born poor, and it was up to them to get themselves out of poverty. Then I realized, growing up, that there were some people that were born with silver spoons in their mouth. Sort of reminds me of this song by a certain artist from River State. He goes by the name Wakumzi. Now the part that gets interesting says, I was born with silver spoon. Silver spoon is a question. Silver spoon is like everything is set for you. You have to suffer a lot of things already on into wealth. That's what it simply means to be born with a silver spoon. But then they get on to this that yes, it is impossible to lose your silver spoon. That we're going to money does not automatically guarantee you will be rich. Some bad decision here and there, before you know it, down goes the wealth, and you're back to being poor. I also began to look more closely at the problem. And while there have been a lot of people who have escaped poverty, there are many more who never do. There is an implication that wealthy people are mostly dishonest, not telling the whole truth about how they came upon wealth. Oh, they come out, they sit down, they motivate you, and then you think you want to follow everything they have said, and you discover you're not getting the exact same results. What are the rich doing that the poor people are not doing? Think deeply about it. Most people are not rich. So the assumption underlying the question of if honest people would end up rich seems confusing, even when honesty were evenly distributed among everyone without regard for wealth. It's simply a function of there being less people who are wealthy. Have you ever been persuaded? Like someone comes and they're trying to persuade you to do something bad or illegal, and you refuse. You end up being told that your honesty and your morality will end you in poverty. Guy, come now, how far? You get one deal where one run sharp. How far? Wait till me deal. You see, the deal be say the original price for this thing now like 10M. You get, but the way one run and be say, we go tell them now like 16M. My guy go help us push am. At the end of the day, when they pay the 16M, we can't use the 6M where they on top am. We can't split them among ourselves. But the thing be say, you guys sign, say na 16M. And the person says, no, but it's not 16M, it's 10M. No, now, guy, you guys understand this kind of thing. No, just make sharp money now. Sure you get. The person won't want to be this thing. He get time, not be say money na the problem, but more just tell us na 16M. Say, no, It's 10M. It's 10M. Okay, even if you want to add something, why not just add like 2M? Why a whole 16M? Say, guy, I don't even understand you. You don't want to come out for poverty. You don't want to come out for poverty. What did they do you? And you're like, but it's not right. It's wrong. It's cheating. You're lying. You're overcharging. Say, maybe they don't use this tone. They speak English. No, it's not good. Say, I'm gonna so poverty go take swallow you dead there now. I better come on there. You too slow. How many businesses have actually come up, stayed through time, made so much profits, hinged on that phrase, no morality in business? So let's talk. You tell me. 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0002. We have 0817 923 0003. That is 0817 923 0003. Send us a message on WhatsApp and on Telegram. The WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. Again, 0809 030 6416. On X, we are at Nigeria Info PH, and our Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Do well to turn down the volume of your radio set as you call. Be audible because we need to hear your call screeners and stand by to take your calls first before passing you on to me in the studio. So, when you do call, the first voice you would hear would not be my voice, but of course that of the call screener. Just a few seconds, please. So I have a certain James on the line. I'm yet to figure out where James is calling from. Oh, okay. James is calling from Alu. Hi, James. Good afternoon. Welcome to the sunny side today.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The truth of the matter is that there is no morality in business. Hello?
I'm listening to you.
There is no morality in business. Business is all about, I give you a price. If it's good for you, you accept. If it's not good for you, you go to another place. So if I give you a price and you accept and you pay, then the business is done. So whatever I get from it as a profit, it's my profit. The ability for me to be able to convince you to buy at that price, it is my business. And it is a plus for me. So if we want to talk about morality, I think in business, there is no morality. If it's good for you, you try the next person. That's it.
No morality in business. What about in other areas of life? I remember the time when a certain lady found money at the airport. Was it at the airport or somewhere? A particular lady found money in dollars, so not in naira. And she returned the money while a lot of people praised her. Oh, this shows that honesty is good. This shows that someone is saying, hi, this guy you Jones. So. Like you cannot just clearly see how God has buttered your bread and sugared your tea. You had this amount of money with you and you're going to return it to who? There were times when people found things and we returned to the nearest police station so that the real owners can come and identify those things. It could be money, it could be gadgets, it could be anything at all. The other day, someone told me how he lost 2 iPhones. He sells them, by the way. And he was on his way to deliver to the people that needed to buy. He didn't have a physical store. It was online. Lost 2 iPhones. It was in a cab. And he kept calling the ride. Like, how far did you find it? That he bets me that thing probably slipped from his pocket in the cab. And he's only hoping that the rider, is it the rider now? The cab person will be honest enough to say, I have found it and return it to him. Because, hey, the iPhones are not cheap. So when you look at it in business, look at it in other areas as well. Honest and moral people that say, lying is bad, cheating is bad, I will not do mago. I will not do yama yama. I will not shortchange. I will not inflate. I will not cheat. I will not add water on top of a product, mix it, shake it, reseal it. I will not. Would it eventually get rich? Henry from Rumokuta, welcome to the sunny side.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you too.
My sister, I have to. You are talking on. That is the topic at hand.
The possibility of honest and moral people being rich.
Yes, you start by saying that if people were born poor, or if anybody, or some people were taken with a golden spoon, you know. You see, there is nobody God created for. Okay? Every human being born into this world came very, very loaded with a lot of gifts, knowledge, and understanding.
Hello?
These people, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Henry. I'm still waiting for you to land.
Okay, so you can just say that some people, car manufacturing companies, that they are manufacturing poor cars. You see, but there is no car that is manufactured that is poor. Because cars are doing their work effectively and efficiently. And look, let me just say, like, if you are looking at Keke, look at Keke Napep. You are trying to say that Keke Napep is a poor car. I don't see Keke Napep to be a poor car. But in the eyes of people, it is choice.
Henry, what is your point exactly, Henry?
Hello?
Okay, I'm finding it difficult to understand where Henry is headed with his narrative. Desire from Alo, I'm so sorry I lost the call with you. Del Piero on Facebook says, not possible except you are backed by an unseen hand. Though the unseen hand has a period through which it can see you through before the next level of battle starts. Sort of reminds me of a song. We are in battle, we are in battle. Cliff Austin Roderick says, no honest man is rich. Honesty is virtue. It can't feed you. Amechi JP says, yes, so to what exactly? I'm confused. So, Desire from Alu, welcome back. Sorry for what happened the first time. Go ahead, Desire. Let's talk.
Okay, ma. My opinion is that there is still more in business. There is moral life. You choose the one you want to be, but it's just that people have morals in life and in business I feel. You have to choose what you want and the kind of life you want to live and the path you want to follow.
Okay, you have the right to choose the life you want to live. But for the life that you desire, there's a life you want to live. There's a life that you desire. I mean, who doesn't want to make it in life? I want to make it. And my definition of making it is quite different from a lot of people's definition of making it. For some people, making it is having private jets. Making it is having a lot of landed properties, having XYZ amount of money in their bank account and in their investment account. For other people, the modest way of life can be determined as making it for them. But ultimately, what the world has perceived as someone who is rich and wealthy and someone who has indeed made it in life, is it a place for rich, for honest and moral people?
Yes, it's a place for honest and moral. Making it in life is actually being able to influence people, to be able to act in people. That's being wealthy. That's my definition of making it in life. That even when you're gone, people will say, this person was full of good impact. This person had a good name. Even the book of Proverbs said good name is better than silver.
But people argue that a good name would not buy you okra in the market. A good name will not buy you fresh pepper that is now expensive. A good name will not get you fresh tomatoes. What can a good name indeed get for you? Yeah, I know most times we've had the narrative where someone walks into a room and then by your son name, they're able to, are you the son of so person? And yes, oh, wow, just person, your father was a good man. Yeah, I just remember the scenes on the, is it the is it and the guy went was a good man, and that led to a conversation. Anyway, happens in the movies. I don't know if anyone has actually experienced that in reality, but how does that singular act of, oh, my father is so and so person, make you rich? Jimmy from Rumosi. Sorry, Jimmy, something is happening to my computer. Picking your call. Okay, I think it's working now.
So
Jimmy,
one person was straightforward.
Jimmy, it's like you were talking to somebody else.
At the end of the day, he will return as they agreed. While the other one was still gambling and giving
Jimmy,
so at the end of 6 months,
Jimmy, hear me out. Hello, Jimmy. Can you
hear me?
Jimmy, I can hear you. I think you started your story before I picked the call. So if you you started your story before I picked the call. So if you do not mind, can you go back to the beginning of your story?
Hello, can you hear me?
Jimmy, can you hear me?
Yes, as I was saying, at the end of 6 months,
that's what I'm saying. Jimmy, listen to me. You started this story from before I took your call. Apparently, I missed out on a great part of the story, so you have to start from the beginning. Daniel from Imo Gates. Welcome, Daniel.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Chinke Daniel Imo Gates.
Chinke Daniel, you're welcome.
Following the discussion on board, I called because some people, the way they are contributing, it is like honest people don't make money. But I will mention the one that you or many people know. Go and trace his profile. Kostiari Motors. He was a Catholic. He was into business. What made him rich is that when his business partners in Germany, all over the world, trusted him, when they gave him whatever goods or whatever product, he will return the cash, sell and return the cash back to them, whereby others, where I was saying somewhere in Aba, there is one people that they say what made them rich is when they ship their container, after selling they will not go back. Go and trace the profile of Kostiari Motors, Madraba or something like that. He became a Deeper Life member. This is what made him rich. They gave him just marketing. Every Mercedes-Benz new one, I am not talking about second hand, BMW, call it Range Rover, new brown ones in Nigeria, even luxury buses, Mercedes-Benz they call Marco Polo. All of them that enter this country is through Kostiari's Motors. In Lagos, he has his own road in Lagos, Kostiari's Way. So I hate when people say that that is innocent. I don't know how to use.
All right, thank you, Daniel. Zion from Jari, welcome, Zion. Go ahead.
Honesty pays. I'm a product of honesty. I'm a product of that person that was tested several times, whether he will touch the money or not. Whether he will write people's signature, deliver this or not. Today, the story is different. Honesty pays. Honest businesses are progressing. People who are honest and diligent, that is what the Bible says, they are prospering. Forget about those evil and shredded businesses they do. Go and check them. They are not even satisfied. They are not even comfortable. They run while nobody is chasing them. Go and see their medical problems. Okay, for instance, look at these ones who are increasing. Let us be honest. Most of these taxi drivers.
Oh, so sorry about that network. Oh, sorry about that, Moses, as well. I have a plethora of WhatsApp messages, so I'm going to pause on the calls for now till I'm done with the messages. Onyenu Chinya Steven says, I think morality is in business, which is trust. Someone says it's not in airport, but in an hotel. IB from Meliozo. Okay, so I mixed that up. Thank you. Some people are poor because they are repelling wealth with their minds. An honest person who truly believes wealth is only for dishonest people will never be wealthy. It's like a woman who truly believes all men are useless. She can't marry a useful man, even by mistake. Or a man who thinks every woman is loose. How can he be surprised when he marries a wife that commits paternity fraud, when that is exactly what he called for with his thoughts? Honest people can and stay rich. But honest people who are careless, trust the wrong people, ignore their intuition, to only take their cue from what their physical eyes or ears show, and unnecessarily emotional, cannot bridle their tongue, like financial education or common sense, will be poor. Even if they somehow fall into money, they will manage to revert to poverty. It's just a matter of time. Anonymous, send that in. Then it's by God's grace I am a businessman. Take this from me. Fish, when no chop another fish, no go fat. Fish, when no chop another fish, no go fat. But I am a sincere businessman. Right now from Woji, now you have ended up confusing. What are the fishes you have been chopping? I like to know. Someone says it's just like going into public office in Nigeria and not joining them to loot public office funds because of your so-called morality and good name. If you do that, I am very, very sorry for you. People from your village and family will be the first to abuse you and disown you. Nobody values good name anymore. If you want to be honest and good, you better go back to the 1960s or 1980s, because if you're honest, sometimes being honest with people is the best thing to do for business. When you know they to tell it like this, stick with you. Over time, you build up a name and people trust what your company is selling. That trust is more valuable than any ad campaign. It brings customers in and keep it back. Let me tell the truth because it's right. Tell it because deceiving people ruin you. Honesty is the best long-term strategy in any line of work. Okay. Diddy, that story should be that of an Ishokbo girl that works with Echo Hotel in Lagos, found a certain amount of dollars in a room left by a customer that earned her a statutory recognition. Yes, that's the one I'm referring to. I'm Soki Fubara from Port Harcourt. It's possible to be rich and lose your riches. In 1993, who was the richest man in Nigeria? I'm not sure it was Dangote. So you can be rich and you can be broke, depends on your decisions. For the morality question, if honest people will make it, it depends on the area where you live or operate from. Some people know their work environment is filled with sharp practices and they can't thrive in that workplace. So they resign and go where their conviction can thrive. Nigeria is filled with bad behavior and cheating plus serious poverty question. So to make it in Nigeria without losing your moral standard may not be easy. It may take some extreme behavior to make headway in Nigeria, because corruption will greet every time. Even when you try to ignore it, you can still make it in Nigeria. Wayo and mediocrity, plenty in Nigeria. Chief Churchill says, when it comes to finding money that was misplaced, it's up to the person who finds it to either take to the police or radio station. Not if the person has a good heart, but when it comes to business, it's a dog world out there because there's no honesty at all. People want to get rich at the expense of others. I guess that's why things are this high at the market today. Sorry, I'll come back to the calls, hopefully. This one says, good afternoon, presented. The possibility of moral and honest people being rich is still very high. Wealth and riches does not lie in the ocean of dishonesty. If you are honest and moral, you can still be rich and wealthy if only you apply the principles of richness, because life is governed by principles. Wealth gotten in wealth gotten in an honest way does not satisfy. Now you're confusing me, Christy. Wealth gotten in an honest way does not satisfy. Christy from Port Harcourt. Now someone sent a voice note, and this voice note is like almost 3 minutes. I don't have that time. I'm so sorry. Final caller. Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to the sunny side. And we lost that call, so sorry about that. Augustus, thank God, on Facebook says, hi Didi, moral and honest people becoming rich is possible, but very difficult. In the long run, such wealth and success lasts and is sustainable, but successes or wealth gotten by dishonest means is very quick and fast to obtain, but doesn't last for long because their ways will be figured out in time. And of course, there is karma. Someone says also, some people don't understand what honesty is. If I charge a price that seems high to some people, it doesn't make me dishonest or immoral. What will make me dishonest is if I'm telling long stories of how I suffer to get what I'm selling to justify the price. It is unnecessary. John O says, Denise, it is possible for an honest man and moral person to be rich. Honest person leads to true success, which leads to everlasting joy, while dishonest person's business leads to false success and sorrow in the end. Dishonest persons can have a beautiful house, but not a home. Good brands of products sustain the business, while bad products folds the business. And the final message I have here says, you're in a generation that people celebrate people that return their valuable item. You forget your money in the car, and if the cab driver returns it, people will give the driver medal for returning what was not his in the first place. Lo, in the past, people wouldn't see it as anything. NS from OG. It is good to be good. It is good to be honest. And you know, some people say there's nothing like 100% honesty. Telling between good and bad and choosing to do right, choosing to do what is morally acceptable, still remains the best. The truth of the matter is, as some of you have said, in the long run, you will discover that one will bring you lasting satisfaction and peace. That's when you choose to do good, be honest and moral. And the other, that may seem a lot more temporary. My name is Denise Ennis Wallace. Thank you so much for listening to this conversation on X at Nigeria Info PH, Facebook page Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. The conversation continues there, so do well to follow us. Up next is Trending Stories, and thereafter the recorded programs. I'm Denise Ennis Wallace. Stay tuned.
Different ideologies
and different perspectives.
Share your views on the sunny side.